We are recreating a miumiu bag today. And it is a fillet crochet bag, and I've never done this type of crocheting before. I started writing the grid pattern, the grid chart for the fillet crochet. I want to keep the rows. I was considering going for a lily, but then I saw how much space I would need to make like a lily that looks nice, so the bag would have to be absolutely huge. So I'm going for rows at the end. I will do a line of small flowers at the top and at the bottom, and then in the middle I will do the rose, but I'm doing only the flower part. I'm not doing any leaves or anything like that, just because I don't want to do a huge bag, and I also am trying to work with the yarn that I have, and the thinnest yarn I have is this. I had a bit of an early start. You can see the first line of the little flowers. I am on the first row of the rows. I'm a bit nervous about this project because you need to really follow your own pattern and instruction, because every grid, no, what is it called? Every square makes a difference if you're filling it or not to see the pattern properly, and I'm not so good at following patterns and like keeping to it. I tend to just read the beginning and then figure it out as I go, so I really need to hold myself accountable when it comes to this. Good morning. It's quite obviously the next day. My skin routine, but my skin is breaking out so much right now. Maybe you don't see it on the camera so much because the cameras, all of them right now, have built-in filter, so they're always normalizing the skin a little bit. But I have such a big problem with redness on my skin, absolutely everywhere at this point. Like the cheeks are the worst, but at this point it's everywhere, and I pop out some stuff here, so I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. Anyhow, back to crocheting stuff. I am making some good progress, and I actually had to stop myself from crocheting too much today in the morning before I got up properly. Felt like I'm not showing you enough progress, so let's do progress check in the bathroom. I don't know why, but we're here already and I have it as well, so we might as well. This is how much we have. You can like see that the rose is starting to pop out. I'm actually surprised how much you can see it even on the camera. Wow. And I'm on the 16th row out of 30 something, so I am, like, let's say halfway done, which is a big surprise. And I have been recently only crocheting clothing, so I'm really surprised how quickly it is going. To be honest, I think I will finish the first bit of it today, and I think this will be the front, and then we'll decide about the back. Should I do like something else? Should I do maybe only the small flowers, or do the same, or do nothing? I don't know. I need to take a double look at the original miumiu one, and also think about what I would like to have there, and then we can decide. Okay, it's time for breakfast, and then we can crochet some more. I have finished a first side or first grid. I don't know how to say. First panel? First side, one side of the tote bag. Okay, this is how it looks like. It's the other way around. This is how it looks like right now. You can see the main rows. There are like little flowers at the bottom which aren't so seen, and at the top there are the same kind of little flowers as well. I have decided to do one more of these for the back, so the back side will have fully the same grid as well, because I saw that this is how they did it too, and I think it's just adding like these details and high-end product kinda that you are caring about like the whole look equally and not only about the front or something like that. So now this is what we will start with. We will start doing the other side, and I also realized something that I didn't realize before, that actually on the website they have two different sizes of it. And the smaller one is for 1.1k euro, the big one is for 1.6k euro. The big one is listed as tote bag, so I'm guessing it's really quite big. And then the big one has additional sides and the small one doesn't. I want to mix it up a little bit. This is the size of a small one, but I would like to add the sides as well here, just because I wanted to fit a little bit more things. Like, I feel like if I just do two things like that, it's giving a pouch and not any kind of bag at all when it comes to the size. So just like to mix it up a little bit and make it more useful. I'm continuing with my ridiculous comparison of a size with my iPad, but this is the size of my iPad and this is the size of it. So it's just like having two rows from each side. So it's bigger than A5, smaller than A4, I would say. We are finally leaving the house. It's Wednesday today. This is how much I have of the second one. I just started it today in the morning at the end and did a couple of rows. But I realized that I can finally use the other one that I already finished as a pattern or as a chart, so I don't have to take my iPad everywhere with me and keep track of it on that. So I think that's a good moment to get out to a coffee shop and crochet a little bit. It does look like it can rain any second, but let's just hope that I'll arrive in the coffee shop before it does.
It's so cold and deceiving, filled with lies and disguises and cheating. I got just the right sugar to sweeten, turn it all to the Garden of Eden.
So I just finished the second panel for the bag. I might have lost the plot of the pattern along the way and I was quite deep in, and I just decided that I'm gonna work with what I have and change the pattern just slightly with some of the stitches, just so I don't have to redo the whole thing. Generally it looks very, very similar when you look at it, almost the same. This one is slightly bigger because I did this, both the bottom and this side of the flower, a little bit too big, so then I had to adjust the rest of the pattern for it to match. But this will be the back, so it's okay. And also I really like how it looks like. I actually, when I look at it right now, I might like it even more than this. We will see which one is the back then. I'm really happy that I pushed it and did both. front and back like this. Next step is adding the side of the bag. I don't want to just put it together because it will be quite small. So I will do some kind of a pattern for the side, bottom, and side again. Bottom will just be full of these, like filled. Side, I would like to do a little bit of a pattern. I'm thinking about just adding these little flowers all along the way. So all the I'm thinking about just adding these these little flowers on the side, so something is happening there. But and also thanks to them, it won't be so empty, and it will hold it together better. I think actually the sides will go very, very quickly. So I've been having some mental breakdances around this bag because I have both of the panels and I have both of the sides. Everything looks amazing, and this is how much yarn I have left. I need to do the bottom. I would like to do lace at the top, and I need to do bag handles too, which is not enough. So after a little bit of a mental breakdown over this, I decided to start over. And I cannot order this yarn, by the way. This is the problem. I cannot order this yarn because it's not available in Austria. So I started over, and I had this yarn that is a little bit thicker than the other one, and I thought that maybe it's actually a good idea because this is recycled yarn too, so it's a bit thicker and more stiff, not thicker but more stiff. That's a good idea for a bag because then it's gonna hold its shape. So I started doing it. I started doing it with the bottom because I thought I'm gonna just start doing it from the bottom up. This is where I am, and I don't like it. It's just that because the yarn is thicker, it doesn't give this very detailed, handmade, high-end project or garment. It's giving a like DIY project. You understand the difference, and I don't like it enough that I'm scrapping this again and starting over for the third time. No, I'm kidding. I'm going back to the previous project. What I am gonna do is I am not gonna do the sides. I'm just gonna put it together. So I'm kind of gonna do the way Miumiu did it at the end. I'm gonna put it together with slip stitch or half double crochet, I don't know, I need to check it. And then I can reuse this yarn for the purposes that I just said, and also for the rest of the stuff that I would like to do. And then I think I will have enough yarn. I'm sure, because this took quite a lot of yarn as well. So I just had a side quest over 3 days to go back to where I was and continue. I just finished putting it together. I went for half double crochet at the end, and I really like how it looks like. And now I will do the lace at the top. I'm not sure how much it will take because I haven't done lace for a while, so I need to remind myself how to do that. And yep. officially finished the bag. I added lace, like I was showing. I did 2 rows of lace to be exact, and of course handles as well. They're a bit too small to put like on my arm, but it's of course cotton, so it will become a little bit bigger, so I did that on purpose, and I'm really satisfied with how it looks like, and I think it's pretty damn close to the inspiration. I would like it to be a little bit bigger, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know how durable would that be, because it is just cotton. Maybe if I had a sewing machine and I could add lining inside, that would make it more durable, then I would go for a bigger one. But other than that, I think it's so cute, and I love the lacing details at the top.